I'm going to start this cut off by using a 5-0. I'm just going to take the 5-0 all the way around his head to make a bald line. Try to keep the bald line as low as possible in the back if we're going to start the drop fade. This drop fade, I'm not going to keep the C's, so I'm going to cut his corners off the front of his line. Okay, now I'm going to put a 1 3/4 on the blade and start to cut with the grain. The reason I'm cutting with the grain after doing the bald line is because I want to make an area so we can blend in too. If you cut the hair down to the desired length, it will always be easy to see your stopping point. And knowing your stopping point while doing the drop fade is very important because you don't want to go too high or have the drop fade too low. Now I'm going to start my guideline with my masters, and I'm just going to open the lever up all the way. This guideline will serve for two purposes. One purpose is to show where your fade will stop. The second purpose is to debulk. Every time I do a fade, I'm trying to save time, so I'm debulking first and just blend it into what I've debulked from. It makes it easier, and you will save a lot of time. After setting the guideline, I would take a fade blade and open it just a little bit so it'll serve as a 4-0, and I'm going to start to take out the 5-0 line all the way around the head, keeping it low. Now my main focus is just taking the 5-0 out. Nothing else. I'm not trying to go too high on the fade, I'm just trying to take that 5-0 line out. After I remove the 5-0 line around the whole head, I will grab my Andis Masters and put it on the second notch and start to go up. As you guys can see, we're almost done with the fade. As long as you stay under the guideline, you should be fine. Only thing I'm gonna have to do next is put the lever all the way open to take the remainder of the line out, and then I will place my 0 guard on my clipper and go over the guideline that we set, and it should just blend it all the way out. Just keep watching. This is the part you'll see me open my lever all the way up and hit right at the guideline. Not going anywhere past the guideline, just hitting right on that guideline. This is the same guideline we set, and I'm using the same lever setting we set at the beginning of this fade. Now you'll just see me opening and closing the lever, trying to tweak this fade. Once I get the guideline out, I'm just going to keep going back and forth with my lever open and close until it's completely blended. And you see I'm just using the corner of my blade. That's always important to do as well. Don't use the whole blade because you'll just create another line and it's going to be hard to get out. Now I'm going to place my 0 guard on my masters and just start going up the head past the guideline that we set earlier to complete this fade. We're just going to keep going up until we end up to the 1 3/4. What it's going to do is going to give a blurry effect. Notice I'm not digging, I'm just using the corner of my blades, and I have a real soft touch. This soft touch is often called feathering, and with fading you always want to feather. Yes, you always want to feather and not dig, because the only thing you will do is create more lines. And while doing the fade, you don't want to create more lines, especially on a busy day, because you'll be in that fade all day. The point is to get them in and get them out. The more heads you do in a day, the more money you will get. If you notice, I haven't changed the guard either. I've been using the same 0 guard the whole time I've been fading. That's another thing that you will want to learn while fading. The less guards you use, the more time you will save. You don't want to have to keep turning around, picking up guards, replacing guards, putting them on clippers. If you learn how to just use one guard throughout the whole fade, you'll save a lot of time. That's even more money. Now this is the most important part of the haircut coming up. This is the lineup. Normally when I start my lineup, I always start them in the middle of the head. I start them in the middle of the head because I want a nice, straight, precise line. Start in the middle and work side from side. I always remember to stand back while lining up. Don't try to be so close on the head because you're not going to be able to see both sides. It's always important to look at both sides while lining the head so you can have it symmetrical. A lot of people mess up by just standing on the side of one side of the head, but once you get to the other side of the head, it's higher. I learned at a young age if I just stood back and go from side to side, I can see both sides of the head equally, and that's how I get that nice straight line. Now I'm going to apply the pencil. What the pencil is going to do is help me get the loose ends off the hairline. Once the pencil is applied, I'll just comb the hair over the pencil. It'll make me see all the dark hairs that I didn't see without the pencil, and I'll just hit those. He'll be able to brush his hair down and nothing will hang over his hairline after he's using his pencil. And yes, I know you see a lot of ashy spots on his forehead. That's because I sprayed, holding spray on his hairline before I started to line him up. As you can see, I've went over his hairline a number of times, and I'm not pushing it back, and I'm not going to leave a scar on his head. The reason I know I'm not going to leave a scar on his head because when I'm hitting his hairline, I'm touching his hair, I'm not touching the skin. You can just barely tap his forehead with these trimmers, and it's going to take the hair out. Now I'm going to take my razor and just cut with the grain using my razor. I normally like to have my razor sticking out so I can see where I'm placing my razor, but to each his own. I'm not to spray too much holding spray on there because you see a lot of curls. I'm just going to wipe that off. I always know just to spray a little bit. I think I overdid it this time. It's alright to make a mistake, it's just how you fix the mistake. On that mistake, if you was to accidentally spray too much holding spray on there, it's an easy way to get it off. Just take alcohol and wipe the excess holding spray off, and that way you won't get the crust. Now, I'm just going to take my detailers and get the ends off the top of the head. The detailer teeth are so close together that it's not going to plug, so you can move kind of swiftly with your detailers over his head. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Also follow me on Instagram @HuntdaBarber.